This time we've set ourselves a ports of call challenge. See if we can do the ports of call arrangements ourselves and not book any tours through the cruise ship. On this occasion we were on a 7-night Canary Islands cruise, so we wanted to test this strategy out. Could we just walk our way round the various ports of call? They were all small little towns. On the face of it, we didn't need to book any long-range tours to the other sides of the islands. Maybe we just get off and have a walk round town. Okay, let's start with Tenerife. Here, just about all the cruise lines dock at Santa Cruz, the capital of Tenerife. It's literally a matter of walk off the ship and you are straight in town. If you're able-bodied, don't even think of paying for a ship's shuttle. Just follow this main road straight into town. If you're really lazy, there are cafes and restaurants right opposite the cruise ship terminal. First thing to note is Tenerife is quite pretty. It's a sort of Spanish island vibe, almost colonial. And it's immaculately clean. Everywhere it's beautifully tree-lined and al fresco. Most of the high street shopping brands can be found in Tenerife. We liked the feel of Santa Cruz. It's buzzy. Even in winter, temperatures are quite moderate, about 20 degrees when we were there in February. One of the first boxes to tick as a visitor is to the town market, the Mercado, also known as the African Market, possibly from its architectural style. It's a straightforward 10-minute walk from the dock. It's two-level in a sunny courtyard setting. The first thing we notice is not just a tourist magnet, it's genuinely a food market that the locals go to. I would say almost everyone in there were local inhabitants, not just tourists. The selection of charcuterie items was fantastic. The meats, the hams and the cheeses were a sight to behold. Downstairs there was a great seafood section. It was all amazingly fresh. That was popular for people to eat and drink on site. We had a platter of meats and cheeses. We also got tempted by some light, fluffy pastries.
It's cinnamon.
It's a cinnamon bun, but savoury, with ham.
Its entire thing is rolled in bacon. I think I'm just going to have all these calories. Look.
In the centre of town, there is an endless assortment of eateries. And being a Spanish island, paella was front and centre. Because of its great outdoor climate, most people love to eat al fresco in the sun. And there's a lot of outlets to choose from. This was the atmosphere at the Plaza de España. So I just have to see more of this. Everywhere you go, you see these amazing platters. I mean, seriously? Look at these platters. They're delicious. Look at that. The week we were there coincided with the annual Tenerife Santa Cruz Carnival, and the locals were determined to celebrate ablaze in colours. Downtown was buzzing. If you get a chance to visit Tenerife in February during the annual carnival, I would 100% recommend it. The town is pulsating. There's a very pretty harbourfront promenade that allows you to walk along the sea, ending up at the Auditorio de Tenerife, a music hall that looks for all the world like the Sydney Opera House. And right next to that is the Castillo de San Juan Bautista. Oh, look at all the floats getting ready for tonight's parade carnival. The carnival is every year in February. We do have a dedicated video for the carnival, links in the description. And if you're a big kid, there's a large theme park right downtown. The next port of call, the small island of La Palma, also known as La Isla Bonita. Again, on paper, an easy port of call to walk yourself. Cruise ships dock right down centre and bring you to the cruise terminal. Immediately ignore this because there are far better shops in town, and you might immediately get sucked straight into McDonald's because look at what you get in the Canaries, Eggs Benedict burger. But you resist that and march on because it's a case of just follow that blue line and the red path. Moments away there are some lovely cafes right by the dock. This leads you nicely to Calle O'Daly, or what's known locally as Calle Real. This is the main street through La Palma, with a majority of shops, bars and restaurants. It's a quaint street and colourful. La Palma is known as the most colonial of the Canary Islands. It really is a very pleasant amble up the high street. Then you might have to debate if you want a farton. Nope, didn't make that one up. It's actually a soft brioche with cream and icing sugar, past some more very jolly buildings to the town square. The day we were visiting, it was right after the annual carnival, which was a shame because it was 9 o'clock in the morning and nobody had bothered to get out of bed yet, and so most of the shops were shut. So we just had to pretend and imagine what it would be like if it was all bustling and open. We did manage to find a couple of bars open, so promptly had a sangria. Or two. So, as the town seemed to be mostly shut that day, we took the snap decision to take a trip to another town on La Palma called Los Llanos, and that would require navigating the local bus system. So off to the bus stop to catch the number 300 bus, which went every 30 minutes. The cost was a couple of euros, and it was a very pleasant 30-minute tootle along the coast into the hills. And here we are at Los Llanos, and I can almost guarantee very few cruisers ever come here. Which is a shame, as it's a very authentic, cute market town in the foothills of the volcano. And like the rest of the Canaries, there's lots of little cute coloured doors and buildings. Next up, the small port of call called Fuertaventura, and this one we thought could be a challenge. There's not a lot to do there. Should we have previously booked something more lavish? Should we have booked a tour rather than just attempting to walk around the town? Okay, the port at Fuertaventura is Puerto del Rosario. Again, it's very straightforward as the ship docks less than 5 minutes from the centre. No need to book a ship's shuttle. Very straightforward, you just walk straight off. Now, Puerto Rosario is not a tourist area. You won't find any resort hotels here at all. It's just a dock. There are very few sights to see. Okay, strange roundabout with strange statues. Check. Stop to take photos of cruise ships. Check. Stand in front of a town sign. Then what a lot of cruisers do is go down to the town beach, as it's the only one in walking distance. Do some wading. Take a photo of a weird alligator skeleton. Okay, beachfront area ticked off. Let's see if we can find anything cultural in this small little town. Good singing or bad singing?
It's good singing, but you know what I think of it? They're all like seniors in the 70s and absolutely enjoyed it. Did you see a smile on the guy's face as he was going around with the ladies?
How long are we staying here to watch this, do we think?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes? 19 minutes more than I was thinking. Apart from these singers, there are also a couple of open stalls selling crafts and jewellery. And a cactus. And if you've completely run out of options, a shopping mall. Okay, so that brought us to the end of our Canary Island cruise. We had attempted to try and walk our way around each small town rather than booking a tour through the cruise ship or a tour through somebody else before we got on the ship. So, what's our verdict? Were we right? Can you walk around it? Should you walk around it? Will you get bored stiff if you just walk around all of these places? Well, I think the answer is fairly mixed. Santa Cruz in Tenerife, definitely you can walk around on your own. There's quite a lot to do for a day, and it's a quaint colonial town with a sort of island vibe. La Palma, again, is a pretty stop. A lot of people enjoy going there. Calle O'Daly is a cute little street. Having said that though, the street really will only hold your attention for a couple of hours. You've either got to get a bus to Los Llanos and have a look around there, or probably more sensibly, you should book a half-day tour around the rest of the island. And finally, this Fuertaventura. I think there's no denying that this one is a boring stop. I'm not sure why cruise line is included, because there really isn't a lot to do on your own. Our recommendation, you pretty much need to book an excursion before you get on board, either through the cruise line or with a third-party tour company, because you're going to wish you had booked something rather than just walking around. So that's it for our Port of Call Challenge, Canary Islands edition. We hope you found that interesting. We have several other videos on our channel. Please click the links in the description.